Hey guys, Mr.Withered here, back with a brand new review for you guys today. Now, recently I went to my Walmarts and Target, and I found two interesting figures. Finally, I have found Metal Virus Sonic and the new 35th anniversary Metal Sonic figure. Now, I've been wanting these two for a while now. Specifically just the classic Metal Sonic figure. And I've just been wanting Metal Virus Sonic because I love the IDW comics. But, like, I haven't been able to find this dude ever until, like, recently, where my Walmart finally decided to get stock in them. And, like, they've just been everywhere now. I don't get it. But whatever. I'm glad to have it now. And 35th Metal because I don't have a classic 4-inch Metal Sonic. Here's the back of the box, 13 points of articulation, all the figures you can get. I do have the Sonic, but I'm going to keep him in box because he just looks really good in the box for some reason. I'll make a community post about it afterwards. But here is all the figures you can get in this line. Metal Sonic with gold posts. There's the gold post right there. That will be going on the classic display. But anyways, let's get into this video. First, we're going to start off with Metal Virus Sonic. Now, I have seen, well, hopefully everyone's seen, that they have made Tangle and Whisper for this line. But, like, has anyone found those in stores ever? Like, I mean, they kind of just came and went. Now, I do think the prototype for Whisper and, like, the fully colored one has been revealed. Bro, what is his name? There we go. Okay. But anyways, I think the prototype for Tangle and Whisper have been revealed, and Tangle, people have gotten their hands on her. And I don't think that people have gotten their hands on Whisper yet. But, like, has anyone found those in stores? I'll have to look it up later. But anyways, here is Metal Virus Sonic and Metal Virus Froggy. I don't have Big. I need to get Big. But this figure is quite nice, honestly. The new head sculpt just really works for this figure, especially since Sonic's, like, in constant state of near infection throughout the entire comic. So this expression does work very well. I like the metal, like, embodying him, like, almost fully. Now, I did see prototype photos for this figure, and the whole figure's just silver, and then all the classic Sonic colors are painted on, which, neat. But also be careful, because they may chip over time. So I will be very careful with this dude, and not, like, overplay with him. But still quite nice. This figure is very nice. All the details there. One of his legs is weird, though. Oh, actually, he can stand pretty well. Huh, I'm impressed. See, he can stand really good, surprisingly. But, like, all the necessary Sonic details there, you know, it has his, all his necessary detail. It has his shoes, gloves, iconic head shape. It has an open mouth and much more strained eyes, which I really do like. That's why I really wanted this figure, because it's really good and it's unique sculpt for Sonic. And then we got Metal Virus Froggy. Now, for this being Jakks first Froggy. It's quite nice. It is quite nice. I bet you could probably get a second one of these and like make it into Froggy. I might. It depends. But yeah, this is quite nice. It has the metallic green, red eyes, spikes on top of his head. Underbelly, Jakks Pacific, Sega, Jakks Pacific, China, all that jazz. It's quite nice. No articulation. He's kind of like a statue, which, meh, it's Froggy. He's not going to get like in any dynamic poses. As long as he stands well, it's fine. But let's go over articulation now. You all know this. Swivel at the head, hinge at the arms, go all the way up, all the way down, fully around. Swivel at the wrist, hinge at the leg, goes that far forward, that far back. Swivel this out to get outward motion. Single joint knee goes that far back, which is not bad. And then ball joint at the foot, swivel. Now the feet are kind of tight, so just be careful with that. But let's go over comparisons. Here we have them next to Soap Shoes Sonic with a custom painted head made by your truly. Now I know this dude isn't gonna stand. Oh, never mind. There he goes. But here he is next to Soap Shoes Sonic. Again, standard Sonic mold. But obviously he's almost taken over by a metal virus, and he's just chilling. But yeah, there is Metal Virus Sonic. I hope you guys get this dude because he's quite nice. He's really nice, honestly. I'm glad I have him finally. But now let's get on to my glorious king, Metal Sonic. Now, I have been wanting a classic 4-inch Metal Sonic for a while because I don't have a classic 4-inch Metal Sonic. And I wanted him for my Metal Sonic shelf. My lord. Okay, that took way longer than it should have. But here's the goalpost sign. You know, it's just a standard Jakks Pacific goalpost. Like, oh, it's not as loose as the one with the accessory pack with Sonic and Fang. But whatever, it still works. I'll put it on my classic display. But here we have the main show himself. Classic 4-inch Metal Sonic. I'm very glad to finally have him. I've been wanting this dude for a while, obviously, like I said. Oh, his feet articulation is much better than his modern counterpart. E. But anyways, this dude's quite nice. He has all the standard Metal Sonic detail. Shape of the head, turbine in the chest. How good is his shoulder articulation? Not bad, I guess. We'll discuss it over articulation. I'll deal with it later. Oh my god, forward-facing elbows. And ball joint at the hand. Anyways, has his nice red eyes, all the basic detail. Now I do wish he was metallic because for some reason Jakks has like a grudge against metallic figures. I say as we just reviewed a metallic figure, but whatever. Wait, Jakks, if you have the materials for a metallic figure, why don't you use it for metal? Whatever. But anyways, this figure's quite nice. He will be a nice addition to my Metal Sonic shelf. But let's go over articulation. Swivel at the head, no ball joint. A hinge at the arm goes that far out, which, not bad. Swivel all the way around. Single jointed elbow goes that far up. Maybe there's a slight swivel, but I wouldn't like push it that far. Ball joint at the hand, swivel. Hinge at the leg goes that far out, that far forward, that far back. Swivel it around to get outward movement. Single joint knee goes that far back. Not bad, not bad. And then fantastic ball joint at the feet. Swivel. Like, it's really good. Yeah. But let's go over comparison. Here we have classic Metal Sonic with his modern counterpart. And now you see why I don't like the 4-inch classic figures that much. I only got metal because, well, it's metal, and honestly, he's one of the better looking ones. But, like, yeah, the scaling just does not work. If you want to do stop motions with these guys and these guys together, they just don't work. But he will be good on the Metal Sonic display. And then here we have him with his 2.5-inch counterpart. As you can see, the 2.5-inch was definitely the inspiration for this figure, which, why wouldn't it be? Now, the hands are different. This one is practically almost the same, but this one's actually closed, which is interesting. Also, they have black around his hands instead of this, well, never mind, I lied. That just didn't make it as prominent as they did on this one. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for today's review. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comment, like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. And yeah, later.